Good morning. What's up, guys? Good morning. How's the picture look? The picture looks good. Let me know in the chat. Alright, so I know ARGS is moving a little bit. It's a cheaper stock, but it's up some. Let's see what else is moving. Okay, we got KALV. HMNY is up big. We got ARGS. We got VICL. Let's see what else is moving. CL&T is moving a little bit, but it's down. BSPM maybe a little bit. ANY is moving a little bit. MNKD pushing up. We have REPH. So let's see. Okay, so I have KALV, REPH, MNKD, HMNY, VICL, and ANY with ARGS as well. Picture's good. Baba, Dave. I think Baba's a little bit more expensive as a stock, huh? Let's see. Yeah, it's too expensive for me, Dave. I just have a small account, so I could buy like 5 shares, you know? So I don't know if it's worth it for me, but may run. I like MNKD to see if it could push over 6. It's sitting just under 6 now. RAPH is okay. It's not having that much volume. So that's the biggest problem I have with it right now, is that the volume's not really there. KALV is moving nicely. HMNY is up so much already that I'm a little worried about that one, just because it's up so much already. Okay, so we'll see what's moving. So how's the stream, guys? Any lag or anything? How's the picture quality in the stream? Any lag? Is it lagging behind? Let me know in the chat if it is. Let's see if I can change this. And he should reach back to 4, Dave. Let's see. We'll see. It has to hold over $3, so we'll see what it does. It has a little bit of room if it can break over 315 and 320, but we'll see. Really, if it can break over into the 330s, that's when it has the most room to make it up to 4. But we'll see. It could run. You never know. Hey guys, what's the stream like? Is it lagging at all? Is there any is the picture quality good? Is it buffering? Let me know in the chat. Biggest mover is KALV. That's the one that's moving the nicest in after hours so far. It's up from $7.35 all the way to $17.50. So it's up huge, $10 on a stock that was under $10 to begin with. And so that's a pretty big move for KALV. It most likely has some news. So you said the previous on ANY was 560. Yeah, I can see where that was right here. Yeah, true. There's a little bit at 560. There's also some at 730. Plus there's some right here at 470. So we'll see. Looks like it might be able to break over 4. We'll see. Yeah, MNKD is pushing up nicely. Broke over $6. Breaking that pre-market high of $6.08 now. It had a red day yesterday, so you can see it's kind of a dip, maybe a flag pattern here to buy on the daily chart. I'll watch that one for sure. I'm also watching ARGS. REPH. If you're just joining, this is my watch list for today. Let's say Isaiah is heading down. Yeah, Isaiah is gapping down. IZEA closed at 544. It's down to 489 now. Reached a low of 460. We'll see if it can rebound. Maybe fail some of this gap. We'll see. Also ARLZ. I don't think UStock has Isaiah. Nope. UStock still hasn't added a IZEA, so I can't trade that one. Let's see what else is moving. Good morning, Graham. Okay, so let's see. VICL, DRYS maybe. ANAB is gapping up really nicely from 35 all the way to 50s, but it's a little bit too expensive for my taste, but it's gapping up a decent amount. ANAB. USEG. I kind of like this one just because it's a cheaper stock. It's not a huge gap, but it closed at 93. It's at 113 now, so maybe it can break over that 124 pre-market high at the open. We'll see. ARGS started to give up some of those gains. It's back down to just over 21 cents. There's also CLRB. Let's see what CLRB does. HMNY gave up a little bit of that push. It's at $23 right now. All right, so that's my watch list for tomorrow. Dave, a freebie, DMPI. Let's take a look at DMPI. Yeah, I kind of like this one. It's not a huge gap, but I actually like that better about it because a lot of times if the gap's too big, it'll wash out at the open. This one's not huge. It hit a high of $1, so I actually do kind of like this one to see if it'll push over $1. Good call, Dave. I'll go ahead and add that one to my list. So far we have KALV, ARGS, but ARGS is starting to wash out, so I don't like it as much. USEG, MNKD, and then we have HMNY, VICL, ANY, ARGS, CLRB, USEG, REPH. So that's what I'm watching right now. Hopefully we get some decent plays this morning. The biggest mover is KALV this morning. It's up to $17. So we'll see what that one does. If it gives up any of this big push, starts to drop some, but it's testing that high of the pre-market now at 1780. So we'll see what that one does. MNKD's up, probably my second favorite one from this morning, up to $6.04. We'll see what that one does as well. There's CVM. That one's really nice as well. I like that one. I'll probably add that to my main watch list. So, CVM, USEG, MNKD. So my four main stocks that I'm watching are KALV, CVM, USEG, and MNKD. We'll see what those do. Thanks, HR. Appreciate it, bro. Nice watch list. So yeah, we'll see if CBM can break over that 230 area around the open. Might be good pre-market high break. We'll see. We'll see if USEG can hold over $1 and MNKD can hold over $6. We'll see what those do. HMNY has been on a big tear these last few weeks. It's up even more overnight. So it's over the high of yesterday, gapping up. But this one has just been on a big move. Look, since September 14th, look at this big move it's been on. Only had 4 red days out of 13. So only 4 red days out of 13. So it's probably a good swing trade on HMNY, but it might be overextended now, especially after yesterday. Look at this big candle from yesterday, up from $16 to $23. So big move. We'll see what that one does tomorrow, or we'll see what that one does today at the open. Yeah, I like CVM. See if that one pushes up, holds over $2, which is really important. If it can hold over 2, I like it. We'll see what it does. Maybe CLRB. It needs to pick up some volume though. It's moving a little slow. So we'll see what that one does. HMNY is making that big push. Also, MNKD is another one. It needs to hold over 6. USEG needs to pick up the volume a little bit. It had some decent volume early this morning, but then it just kind of dwindled off, as you can see here. And so it's at 114 now. If it can hold over 1, it might be good. Dave called in our chat, called out DMPI. Let's see if that one can break over 1 today. We'll see. So I'm looking for MNKD to hold over 6 if it can. KALV. I want to see it break that pre-market high, but I'm a little bit worried KALV may wash out some just because it's up such a big way already. So it's definitely more risky. We'll see. ARGS over 0.20. Yeah, I know ARGS gave up some after that big push. Yeah, ARGS just needs to hold that 20-cent point. It closed at 1960 yesterday, and so it needs to hold over that where it closed. It's a little bit cheaper of a stock. These really cheap ones are tricky, these sub 50-cent stocks, but I've been trading them more and more lately. In the last few months, I've been trading these cheap ones more and more, but they're for sure tricky, much tougher. CBM needs to hold over that $2. REPH needs to pick up some volume as well. Roca. Oh yeah, I do like Roca, Graham. Nice call. It's moving a little bit too in after hours. So I'll probably add that to one of my main watch lists. This one has some of the best volume so far, aside from KALV and CBM. Look at that push. Up to 120s. Big push. Nice call out, Graham. Good job, bro. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go get some juice. Get ready to trade in 20 minutes. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. BW, Auto Body. Yeah, I've traded BW before. It's had big pushes before in the past, and it has a, an okay range for a little bit cheaper of a stock, but it's just not, the volume's just not there. It picked up a little bit of volume yesterday, but we will see. If it can make it over this $5 point, I like it to fill this gap, or to fill some of that gap. Really, if it can make it over $4, it has a little bit of room. So if it can make over 4, then I like it. ROKA is giving it back. Bounced up to 122. Maybe just a pullback here if it holds over $1. We'll see. See what CVM does. See if it can hold. Oh man, so look, ROKA dropping under $1 now. Man, that was a big push and then a drop. We'll see if it can rebound and make it back over. Good morning, Grissy. You think RPRX breaks $1 today? Well, it ran up yesterday and it held the gains for the most part. It's sitting right at that crucial level at 78 cents. You can see I marked it from yesterday. You can see here, this is where the gap ends at 78 cents. And so if it can hold over that, you know, you can see here where that support was. So if it can hold over 78 cents, it might be okay to run up to $1. We'll see though. It's up a little bit in after hours. It's up about 3 cents. So we'll see what that one does. ROKA looks like to be holding over $1. It's bouncing over it, using it as support. So we'll see what ROKA does as well. I want to see it push back up, test that high at 122. KALV is down to the 1650 area. We'll see what that one does. And CVM needs to hold over $2. And then I'm also watching MNKD, HMNY. Here's a few more I'm watching here. Dave called out DMPI to break $1. We'll see if that happens. And CLRB, it needs to pick up some volume. Volume big on the daily, Grissy, for RPRX. Yeah, decent volume, huge relative volume. So we'll see if it picks up again today. It's moving a little bit in after hours in pre-market. So, you know, it's up about 3 cents since yesterday's close at 75 cents. So we'll see. I'm a trader. I don't really like to make trade ideas before. I like to just kind of watch what happens. You know, you have to be flexible as a trader, in my opinion. And so if the stock doesn't, I'm not really rigid in my trade ideas. Like, I'll change my idea. If I don't like it, I'll back out. But we'll see what RPRX does. It might run up to $1. It needs to break 90 cents and get over the 80. So we'll see. Good morning, Kay. HMNY is testing that high of after hours in pre-market. We're just over 24 now. This thing has been on a huge tear the last few weeks since September. Look at the daily. Look at this. Wow. Only a few red days. Most of these days green. And so a few weeks ago, this thing was at $2.66. It's currently at $24. So huge move. We'll see if it can hold that big move today. A daily chart I really like is MNKD. See if it has this third day push. You can see it kind of had a pullback here. We'll see if it holds over 5 and keeps pushing up. I do like that daily chart for MNKD. I want CVM to hold over $1, ROKA to hold over $1. We will see what those do. KALV, I'm a little worried about that one just because it's up a huge amount already. It closed yesterday at in the 7s. And it reached just under $18 in after hours in pre-market. So just a huge run so far. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, Kay. Looks like we got a few movers in the market this morning, a few decent runners, so we'll see if we can get some good plays at the open. I'm also going to be watching ONTX. I forgot about this one. This one's moving a little bit in after hours. It closed at 28 cents. Its high of yesterday was 272, so we'll see if this one can break that $0.50 resistance in the 240s and continue to push up. I'm going to put this one on my other monitor though. We will see. All right, guys, we got about 13 minutes until the open. Okay, so I know yesterday I was also watching NEOT. Yeah, NEOT's a sub $1 stock, but I like this chart. See if it can break over 68. And then GENE. I was also watching this one as well. This one's over $1. Had that break of $1 yesterday. Kind of a quiet yesterday, but volume picked up a little bit. And so we'll see if it can keep pushing. This one had a big day on Wednesday. So we'll see if this one can have a third day play maybe. Keep pushing up. So I'll probably be watching Gene. Maybe NEOT with MNKD. So the main ones I'm watching for this morning are KALV, CVM, ROKA, and MNKD. I'm watching on my other monitor HMNY, REPH, NEOT, CLRB, and DMPI, as well as GENE. Alright guys, so we got 10 minutes till the open. Alright guys, so I'm going to be trading live at the open, so make sure to hit that subscribe button if y'all want to see that every morning. Checking my Robinhood account, don't have any day trades left on Robinhood. So it looks like I'm just going to be trading on UStock today. So KALV starting to give some of that big push back. Good morning, Ali. Yeah, so Ali, if you're just joining us, here's my watch list. As well as I got a few more. I have GENE on here. NEOT. But this is about everything that I'm watching this morning. So we'll see if we get some of these big movers today. Looks like some decent activity in pre-market though, so we should hopefully. What's up, Team Blue? What's up, man? It's going good, bro. Just hanging out in pre-market, getting ready for the open in 10 minutes. You know, we got some decent activity. Yeah, yesterday I was thinking about doing an after-hours stream. Instead of creating and, editing a watch list and uploading it every night, maybe just do a stream every night when I go over my watch list. It may be better. And then I'll just make it so that it saves it as a new video once the stream's finished, so people that miss the stream can watch it after the stream's over. So we'll see if ROKA can make that big push up. BAA, Ali. Yeah, BAA needs to break over that 50-cent point, and it needs to not give up any more of these gains. You know, it's at 45 cents now, but its high was right at that $0.50, right under it. And so, but it's already given up half of those gains, and so if it goes down anymore, I'd be careful with it. But it may run, you can never tell. It's definitely breaking the volume pattern that it had. And we'll see. It's got a lot of resistance at that 50-cent area, but if it can break over that, it may have a little bit of room. So we'll see what that one does. HMNY starting to give up some of these gains. Good morning. Is it Levy or Levi? First or second one? ROKA starting to push up, testing that high at the 120s. It's at 119 now. At 120. We'll see if that one can push up. Man, guys, look at HMNY. It gave up some of these gains. That big washout. Down to 22 cents. Yeah, this one's just up so much already in the last few weeks. And from yesterday even. Yesterday it opened up at about $16. Today it's at 22, so it's already up a huge amount. So it's Levi. Oh, like the jeans. Okay, I got it. Good morning, Levi. We'll see if HMNY can bounce back from that. Looks like MNKD couldn't hold over $6 too, so I'm going to be watching that one at the open to see if it can break 6. REPH gave up most of those gains. I don't like that one nearly as much as I did. So watching ARGS. ARGS moved up a little bit. It's at 20.85. So we'll see what those do. And ROKU or ROKA is at 117 now. KALV starting to give some of that up. Let's see. Man, that's a big range. But it's all the way up here. Wow, so this is this thing's up over the last year's high. Might be high of the lifetime. Let's see. Yep, KALV is up to the highest it's ever been right now. So, or at least it was. The 1785 is the highest it's ever been. So that's a big push. We'll see what that one does. All right, guys, we got 5 minutes till the open. Good luck, everybody in the market. Hopefully I can get a first trade that's not a losing trade. Almost every day in the past week, my first trade has been a losing trade if you watch my previous videos. So hopefully I can end that pattern today and have a profitable first trade. ROKA. Good call out, Graham. If you're still in the chat, good call out, Graham. That was a nice call. I was missing that one. ROKA pushing up to 130 right now. I'm going to be watching that one at the open. See, the more it pushes up, the less I like it, though, just because it's getting more and more overextended. And so I actually liked it before it broke over that pre-market high, because now I don't have the opportunity to get in at the pre-market high break. I could get in at the first pullback, but I like it less now that it pushed up like that, unless it comes back down before the open. We'll see. Nice flag pattern for pre-market, though. So Levi, MNKD had news. Let's see what the news was. See, I don't see any news on Robinhood. I'll have to look on StockTwits. See if I can find some news. The FDA approving an update to the company's Afrezza prescribing information to include new study data indicating time action profiles. So FDA approval on something. So that's why MNKD is up a decent amount. And so just over 2 minutes, guys. We have about 2 minutes 10 seconds. So good luck in the markets. We'll see if we notice anything else pushing or moving. All right, guys. So I'm looking at ROKA breaking that pre-market high at 135. I'm looking at MNKD to break $6. ARGS is giving up some. I don't like that. I want to see CVM hold over 2. This one break over 16 for KALV. So we got 1 minute, guys. Let's see if we can make some money today. ROKA is down to 119. HMNY is having kind of a pushback. It's back up over $23. So we'll see what that one does. 1 minute. We got 1 minute until the market opens. Okay. We got 20 seconds, so good luck in the markets, guys. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get a profitable trade for my first trade today. A bit on a bad pattern of having a losing trade my first trade every morning. I usually end up bouncing back, but my first trade is usually a losing trade. Okay. CVM dropped under 2. Roca. Man. You see this order? I put this order in. Would have wrote it up for that push. Didn't even get filled. Man, come on, UStock. You could have filled me there. MNKD broke over 6. See, I would have made money on ROKA. No fill. Now it has limited liquidity. Great. I'm going to go look at MNKD. I know, Graham, I missed it. I don't know if you watched that, but I tried to get filled. I tried to get in at $1.38, and I didn't get filled. It just sat. My order just sat. And so I'm still going to be watching ROKA. I don't know why it's limited liquidity. Obviously, the volume is decent on ROKA, but for some reason, they're labeling it limited liquidity. We got ARGS making that push. So that's a decent push for ARGS. Gonna watch ARGS for that break of 22 cents. CVM's making a comeback with the washout long setup. Might hop in this thing now. 50 shares. Waiting for it to break that 210 point. A 10-minute delay, Grissy? There shouldn't be. Maybe a 10-second delay, huh? Let me look. Well, there's not supposed to be any delay. I don't know. I'll have to check on it after today. Man. They got ROKA. It could be your server, Grissy. Or it could be your computer. I don't know, man. Well, MNKD is one I'm not watching anymore. MNKD washout, man. Big wash on MNKD. See, I really like ROKA too, but I can't get in it unless I use a limit order. I could try to get in. Let me see what else is pushing. I'll try to get in with a limit order. No. And this is one of the problems with UStock. I try to get an RKA twice. Don't get filled. Ends up pushing up in a huge way, and I end up missing the push. Oh well. Super frustrating. And there's my third try at ROKA. Go ahead and cancel that one. Just not getting filled. Frustrating. Oh well, we'll see if I can bounce back from something else. ROKA would have been a nice trade. HMNY. Okay, good. So there's no delay. Nice. Oh, there's a 30-second delay, which is okay. Let's see. HMNY is making another big push. I really want to get in ROKU. I've tried 3 times to get in ROKA, and I've gotten no fill each time. You see that, Graham? It's never really been like this before. Usually if I want to get in a stock, I get in immediately. I think the problem with ROKA is it's limited liquidity, which is frustrating. It's pretty frustrating. You know, and it's obviously, the problem I have with that is that it obviously has tons of volume. You know, and so the liquidity should be there. You know, it should have tons of liquidity because liquidity basically means volume, you know, and since it has decent volume, it shouldn't be labeled limited liquidity. I feel like they do that any stock that runs in a big way, kind of like SureTrader limiting margin for that reason. Same thing, kind of, I think. It's just because they don't want you to make decent money on it. But yeah, I would have been up big, man. I tried to get in ROKA at 138. No fill. And that was before it was limited liquidity. Look at MNKD making this comeback. Now I'd be chasing if I got in ROKA, and so I'm just going to ignore it now. Look at Roku, guys. That one's making a pretty big push. Had a washout long. Man, I really wish I could have gotten in Roku. I would have been up, but I was trying to buy 50 shares at 138 right here. No fill for me though. HMNY is making a big push too. These are a little bit too expensive for my taste. I just don't like them as much. Right, Graham, that's my theory on it. It's kind of like SureTrader margin restriction. UStock will label it limited liquidity, which is actually ridiculous because it obviously has liquidity, because look how much volume this little stock has, ROKA. There's no reason this thing should be limited liquidity. Obviously, everybody's probably trading this thing, and so I think they either bet against you, similar to SureTrader, so they limit the ones that you can potentially profit on. Which is, it's a problem to me. Don't get me wrong. I love UStock. This is like rare that I have a bad experience like this with them. But, this is frustrating for sure. Just because I tried to get in at 138. I saw the push. I tried to get in at the break of the pre-market high. And, now they labeled it limited liquidity. I can't trade it. So it's frustrating. Yeah, I can't get in ROKA. So I just have to watch that thing pass me by, which is frustrating. DMPI, so Dave, that was a nice call out, bro. DMPI. Pushing up. And it has limited liquidity too. Wow. Okay. Thanks, UStock. Thanks, bro. Now I'm stuck to trade MNKD, which I don't even like MNKD as much. A little bit sketchier of a stock for sure. Yeah, Andre, I used to have SureTrader. Here's the thing about SureTrader. SureTrader bets against you in your trades, and you can't really get mad at SureTrader by doing that because, think about it. If 90% of new traders fail, that's a pretty safe bet. I'd take that bet if I was SureTrader, and so SureTrader bets against you. They take the opposing side of a lot of your trades, and that's why SureTrader has so many shorts available, is because they actually take the opposing side. Because think about it, SureTrader's mostly for new traders, and 90% of new traders lose. And so that's a good bet. I'd bet against them too. And so, but what they do is they give new traders all this margin and all this buying power, right? So if you're a new trader, you have one or two bad trades, your whole account's gone, and they profit from it. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of what they do. And I'm not even mad at them for it. Like I said, it's a good bet. I would do it too if I was them, You can't get mad at them for it. If 90% of new traders fail, that's a good bet, And so, but that's what they do. And so that's why they limit your margin, because they know you're not going to blow up your whole account doing it. They don't want to make sure you don't make a ton of money, because then they lose money. Let's see if any of these limited liquidity stocks have picked up some. Doesn't look like it. Roka still limited. Let's find DMPI. See, and all the stocks that I want to trade are limited liquidity this morning. And this is rare, guys, so if you're watching this, this doesn't usually happen. Nicholas funds are usually there the next day. If you put it in before 4 p.m. market time, the funds are usually there the next day in your account. But man, see, now I'm stuck with nothing to trade. Let's see if I can find anything else moving. SRAX. There we go. Let's see if this one's limited liquidity. Yay, one that's not. So I want to see if this one holds over that $0.50. That's the biggest thing. That's a big push it just made. So I'm watching SRAX, guys. Alright, so I'm in SRAX at 360. Alright, I got a stop loss set at 348 for a $5 loss if I do take one. So we'll see if this one can hold. Let this one run for a little bit. There's also MNKD, but I don't like it as much just because it's had a lot of fake outs at this point. So we'll see what that one does, but I don't like it as much. I'll go check on my Roka trade. DMPI still limited liquidity. ROKA still limited liquidity, so that's frustrating. And I got stopped out of SRAX for a $5 loss, looks like. See, that's what happens when they don't let you trade the stocks I wanted to, man. I wanted to get in ROKA, but UStock had other plans for me with that one, I guess. VSAR. I don't like VSAR. That one I'm not getting into. I hate stocks that do that. HMNY is faking out people. Look at that big drop. Yeah, see, to be honest, I don't see much I really like right now. If SRAX can hold over that $0.50, I like it, but we'll see what it does. Yeah, Juice, I use level 2 sometimes. I don't trust level 2 as much as some other things just because it can get manipulated really easily. And so it's really hard to trust. People are putting out fake bids and fake asks with big sizing to try to trick people into entering and exiting positions. And so it's not as trustworthy in the US market as some of the overseas markets. Level 2 overseas is a little bit more trustworthy than it is in the US, at least so I've heard, and so I don't use it as much. DMPI still limited liquidity. ROKA still limited liquidity. And those are the two big runners for today, so that's frustrating. Let's see if I can find something else to trade. Oh, SRNE, guys. Check out SRNE. Look at that push. And it's not supported on UStock. Wow. Okay, so there goes that one for me. But yeah, guys, if you're not on UStock, check out SRNE. That's a big runner. It's up 40 cents in the last 5 minutes, so check it out. LINU. That one's running up some. That's a nice, pretty chart. And limited liquidity as well. Wow, UStock. This is being really frustrating. I cannot believe this. I've never encountered this many limited liquidities on UStock. Thank you. I was about to be really frustrated with UStock on that one, guys. Which one's not limited, do you know? Roca? DMPI is not. That's nice. Roca still is, but DMPI is not. We'll see if DMPI can hold over that $1 area. Yeah, I'm watching LINU. This one looks a little overextended though after this big push. So we'll see what this one does. I like it to try to test that $0.50 area. I want to wait for it to break this before I try to get in, just because a lot of times it'll fake out. We'll see what this one does. So yeah, guys, I'm watching LINU now. What, ROKA? Dino? Right. I mean, I mean, you can buy and sell with limited liquidity, but it's so much tougher, especially with UStock with limit orders. It's just so much tougher, you know? And so it's just frustrating. Every stock, like I wanted to get in ROKA at $1.38. It ran up to $2.35. I would have been up $1. You know, with 50 shares, that's $50. So I would have been up a decent amount, but, you know, they labeled it limited liquidity, which is ridiculous because the volume is super big and super high on that stock. And so if the volume's there, the liquidity should be there. But no, not on UStock. MNKD's making that push. Just broke over the high of the day on MNKD. I'm watching Linu and MNKD right now. See if MNKD can hold over this 620 point. DMPI is finally not labeled limited liquidity. Alright, so I'm in LINU with 30 shares. Gonna let it test that $0.50 area. I may add if it breaks over that $0.50. Oh my gosh. Do you see this? Now it's limited liquidity while I'm in the trade. I can't believe this. This is the first time I really had this problem on UStock, but this is definitely starting to concern me. It's been kind of crazy today with this. Tons of limited liquidities everywhere. And now this one while I'm actually inside the trade. And it's obviously like the volume picks up and then they label it limited liquidity, which is the sketchiest part of it. CLSN. Yeah, we'll see if he can break over 4. Ali. Alright, so it broke over that $0.50. Alright, so I'm holding LINU. Wish I could add shares, but you know. I'll hold LINU to see if it can hold over that $1.37 previous resistance. We'll see though. I really wish I could add to this one. I'm just so shocked this one's limited liquidity. That's ridiculous. This one should not be limited liquidity right now. The volume's obviously there. Alright, so I got my stop loss set on LINU at $1.37. Wow. That is the most frustrating thing in the world. Well, it looks like my green streak is finished for today, guys. CLSN. I'm currently down $9. That's ridiculous. Alright, I'm in CLSN with 50 shares. See if it can hold over that $4 point. Yeah, I'm pretty frustrated with UStock today. I'd be up a decent amount. I haven't had a red day in like 2.5 weeks, and then today with all this crazy limited liquidity, and it's usually not like that, but it's pretty frustrating today. I got my stop on CLSN set at 390. We'll see if that one can keep pushing, hold over 4. MNKD's making that run still. Check out that run on MNKD up to 666. Look at this run. And DMPI at $1, you mean, Andre? Yeah, DMPI is fighting that resistance. And it's back to limited liquidity on UStock. MNKD would have been a good entry right here after this first red candle. We'll see what that one does. But man, these limited liquidities on UStock today have been really frustrating. MNKD's running up nicely. Gonna test that $7 area. Yeah, DMPI couldn't hold over $1. DMPI is fighting it though. Gonna see what CLSN does. If this one doesn't work out for me, I don't know what. I might just be done for the day. We'll see. It's been kind of a tough day to trade on UStock. I haven't seen this crazy limited liquidity stuff in a while, and so that's frustrating. We'll see if CLSN can break over that high. There we go. Nice push. I'm going to go ahead and adjust my stop on CLSN to break even. I'm going to leave my stop here. Try to let this one run a little bit. Set my stop loss for 395 on CLSN. I'll try to let it work with me a little bit. Honestly, I'm kind of over the market today. I'm kind of watching ARGS, but it's been a really frustrating day in the market for me so far. Tons of limited liquidity on UStock, which is pretty rare. There goes CLSN washing out. Tons of ridiculousness on UStock with all this limited liquidity. I would be up big on ROKA, but for some reason with all that volume, UStock still labeled it limited liquidity. And so I'm down, I think, $6 on the day, maybe $5. I'm not sure yet. I'm watching ARGS to see if it could break over that 22-cent area. There goes ARGS washing out. Let's see if DMPI's limited liquidity's back. Oh no, look, it got it back. So it looks like DMPI wants to hold over $1. What's up, Rick? You want a hot pick, bro? Get in dries long with 10,000 shares, bro. Just kidding. Don't do that. Bad idea. DRYS long, 10,000 shares. You know? It's got to go up, right? I'm kind of watching MNKD to see if it reverses a little bit here. It held that $0.50 as support fairly well. Also watching DMPI to see if it holds over this $1 point. See if MNKD can keep pushing up, testing that $7 area. We'll see. Right, Rick. Can't go wrong on DRYS, bro. Go long all day, dude. You know? 20,000 shares. Why not, man? Yeah, Ali, I'm still in CLSN. I'm going to hold it until I get stopped out at 395. So we'll see what happens with that one. I'm kind of over the market today. If y'all saw my stream this morning, man, you'll see all these limited liquidities on UStock. I tried to get in ROKA at $1.38. It pushed up to the 250s. But UStock, you know, limited liquidity. Same thing with DMPI. Same thing with a lot of these. And this is the first time that has happened in a long time. Usually UStock, I'm a big proponent of UStock. I like UStock. They are a decent broker for new traders. That does not happen very often, but today it did, and it was for sure frustrating if you watch the stream. Nice, Rick. But yeah, Rick, today has been crazy on UStock. Every single stock I try to get into is limited liquidity. Every single one. I've tried to get in a few different plays. ROKA, I tried to get in at 138. Yeah, Andre, I'm sure Trader probably is going to restrict it. ROKA for a stock that's moving that quickly. Let's see if it's still limited liquidity on UStock. Yep. Still limited on UStock. CLSN is just trying to break over, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. We'll see what that one does. HMNY is trying to make another push. Look at that. If we can break over that 25.50 point, might be good. We'll see. I'm kind of bummed out. This is my first losing day in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And it's all because of this limited liquidity nonsense on UStock. But a losing day is bound to happen eventually. And today must be that day. I mean, I'm only down $8, $7 maybe. And so it's not the end of the world, but it sure is frustrating to have a winning trade idea right at the open and not be able to get in. Rick, I don't know, man. We'll see. You're using Colmex, right, Rick? You know me, bro. I'm a big proponent of UStock, man. I love UStock, but UStock is great. You know, it allows me to use tiny share size, learn how to trade, you know, get in with a small position and, you know, hopefully ride it up. But, you know, today UStock has just been crazy. Watch the stream from the beginning, dude, at the very beginning, and you'll see what I mean. Like, I tried to get in ROKA. Couldn't do it, wouldn't get filled, and then right after my fill wasn't executed, they labeled it limited liquidity, which is ridiculous because the stock has so much volume, and when a stock has volume, the liquidity should obviously be there. But today, I don't know, UStock just didn't want it to happen, man. They're labeling anything that's moving big limited liquidity, and so it's making it really tough for me to trade today. You lost 200 on DMPI, Ali? Man, how'd that happen, bro? It's still over $1. Look at this INAP. Look at this INAP, guys. INAP starting to run a little bit. Just kind of reversing from this big pullback it had. Maybe test that 550s area. DMPI is holding over $1, so we'll see what that one does as well. Later, Rick, man. Thanks for stopping by, bro. CLSN looks like it's got a wall at 14.14. We'll see if we can break over that. But it's got a big wall there. You can look at the level 2 here. Pretty big wall at 14.15. The MPI breaking under $1 now. $3K, Andre, on CLNT. Felt like the noob scrub you are. Andre, there's nothing wrong with losing a little bit of money. As a new trader, losing is the most important thing you can do. You'll learn the most from your losses. And so don't feel bad about it, bro. But man, a $3,000 loss, Andre? What kind of sizing are you using, dude? That's a pretty big loss for a new trader, bro. Look at MNKD making this push. Might try MNKD with 20 shares. Wow, what is going on with UStock today? I don't know if y'all see this. I put an order in here. Market order. I put a market order on MNKD at 688. Still no fills for UStock today. Kind of a double top Foreman. Yeah, I might get out of CLSN soon if it doesn't push up. Take my little $3, $4 loss. And no fill again. Oh, now they fill me. Wow. All right, so I'm in MNKD. That's 689 with 25 shares. Just trying to see if it can break over the $7 area. Go ahead and set a stop loss. Go ahead and set a stop loss at 660. Maybe 670. Yeah, I'm out of CLSN, guys. $6 loss. Didn't like it. Doesn't look like today is my day for trading. Looks like I'm going to get stopped out of MNKD too for a $6 loss. There it goes. So I'm down about $14 on the day. Not a great day. Kind of frustrated with UStock. Really frustrated. And now Roka has no limited liquidity. Well, that's frustrating. And now I think Roka's a little too overextended to trade now. It's up so much already. HMNY making that push. Over the 25.50 area. Yeah, Levi, it's just frustrating. Like, my first trade on ROKA would have been a huge winner, but it was limited liquidity. Then I tried to get in something else. It was limited liquidity as well. It's just been one thing after another. I tried to get filled on a few others for a big push, and it just didn't fill me. Even when it wasn't limited liquidity, my fills weren't happening. So I don't know what's going on with UStock. Definitely a frustrating day for me. And they've been good to me so far. Like I said, I haven't taken a loss in like 2.5 weeks, and so a losing day is bound to happen, but it's overall a small loss of like $12 or $13. I have to go back and check, but it's still just frustrating because it could have been, usually if I have a big winner at the beginning of the day, I'm done, and I would have had one on ROKA, and for some reason they decided to label it limited liquidity when the volume was massive. It had tons of volume, and, if it has tons of volume, it has tons of liquidity. You know what I mean? Like, if it has a lot of volume, that means people are trading it, and the liquidity should be there. And so for them to label big stocks that are pushing up like that as limited liquidity, that's a little bit ridiculous in my mind, Possible flat top here on ROKA at the $0.50 point. We'll see if we can break over that $0.50 area. We'll see if ROKA can make that push for the $0.50 break. It's already up so much already, I'm a little bit sketched out about it. Yeah, Levi, it's usually, like, if you watch my other videos, you'll see usually I don't have this problem. Like, usually it's okay. I might see one stock labeled limited out of a bunch of them, but today everything was labeled limited. Everything that was moving and had any decent volume was labeled that, and so it was a really tough thing to trade. It was just really tough to trade overall. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see if MNKD can push towards back that $7 area. Yeah, see, look at this. My stop with MNKD was at 670. It bounced off of 669. So that's pretty frustrating, too. And now I don't see much I like right now. Maybe if LINU can make another push towards its highs in the 250s, that's a possible one. HMNY is kind of forming an upward channel, maybe a triangle. So maybe that one as well. We'll see if DMPI can hold. PBMD maybe starting to wake up a little bit to test that $0.50. A little bit slow mover though. So right now I'm watching PBMD and ROKA. Got to see if ROKA can push back up towards that $0.50 point, but it's so overextended it makes me a little bit worried about it. It closed yesterday in the 70s, so it's already up 300%. At least it's not labeled limited anymore. We'll see what that one does now. I know I'm watching ROKA Ali to see if it can push back up, test that $0.50 area. It's kind of a flat top right now. We'll see if it can break over that and hold it as support. That's really what I want to see. I want to see it break and hold it as support. Yeah, me too, Ali. That's a big fear of mine too. Once you get in, it's going to be labeled limited. Once that volume picks up, that's what I'm worried about. Because once that volume picks up, you know, they'll label it limited as soon as I hop in. So we'll see. May get in with a small share size of like 30 shares right now. See that little channel it's forming? We'll see what that one does. That channel is what I'm watching on ROKA right now. TELL, maybe. Starting to push. Let's see what it looks like on UStock. Oh, that one's not limited. Alright, so I'm watching TELL, maybe LINU to see if it reverses. We'll see what that one does. EKSO made a big push, but then it gave up some of it. Might be a good dip buy here for EKSO. Alright, I got an EKSO with 100 shares since it has a little bit smaller of a range. Gonna set my stop loss at 124 for a $9 loss if this one doesn't work out. I guess I'll go ahead and set it for 123 for a 10-cent stop. LINU starting to make that push up. Still watching ROKA to see what that one does. And LINU is limited liquidity as soon as it starts to push up. Wow. That's a little shocking. What is their deal today? I'm just shocked at how much limited liquidity they have today. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, we'll see what ROKA does now. Yeah, we'll see what ROKA does now. We'll see if it pushes. The 5-minute chart looks okay. There it goes. I'm just worried about this one getting labeled limited while I'm in it too on ROKA. It's trying. See if it holds that 216 area. That's the biggest point for it. Yeah, to be honest, Ali, I think the best entry is if it breaks over that $0.50 and then holds it as support. That would be my preferable entry. It's definitely struggling with this 250 area though. Market's starting to slow down a little bit. Yeah, we'll see what it does, Ali. This one, it's just up so much already that's the biggest concern I have with it is that it's just up so much already that it's gonna be if it does run, I don't know how much it will run just because, like I said, it's up so much. We'll see though. Yeah, we'll see if it tests that VWAP. I'm watching it. I'm not gonna force anything else. LINU starting to make that push. Let's see if it's still labeled limited on UStock. No, shockingly, it's not. We'll see if LINU can break that $0.50 at 250 and keep pushing. This one's not as overextended as ROKA is, so we will see what that one does as well. LINU starting to push back up at 236 now. We'll see if it tests that 250s area. We'll see though. UStock is kind of scaring me today with all this limited liquidity stuff, and so I don't know. I don't even know if I'll get back in anything else. I'm probably going to end up shutting the stream down in about 5 minutes maybe. So we'll see what happens. UStock was frustrating today. First red day in a few weeks, but red days are going to happen, so I'm not too upset about it. Small loss overall, about $10 or $12 right now. So we'll see what happens. The last time I had a red day, I had 2 red days in a row, and so hopefully I'll be able to bounce back tomorrow. AVIR. Oh yeah, that one's a nice push. Let's see what UStock has this one labeled. Wow, shocking. It's not limited liquidity. We'll We'll see if it pulls back here, breaks this 85-cent area. Yeah, I see it, Ali. I'm watching it. Needs a pullback though. So we'll see if it pulls back on the 1 minute. Let me go ahead and get out EKSO. Yep. So $5 loss on EKSO. So that's about a $16 loss today. So I think I'm done for the day, guys. I don't think I'm going to get in anything else. I may get in AVIR. I don't know. But that's it for today's stream. Be back tomorrow morning. And at 8:45 a.m., I'll be trading live at the market again. So come check that out. And good luck in the rest of the day, guys.